back to my channel. Today we're going to be looking at the Anubis free mod for DCS. I'm going to give you a cold start, a bit of installation, a bit of cargo dropping, also the mission creator creating a mission in which you can use the cargo drops along with the combined arms module. Obviously combined arms does cost, I believe it's like £6 at the moment in the sale, and this is the mod we're going to be using. First of all, installation is you want to get on Discord. This channel here, the Anubis Super Herc mod, and then here we have the latest version for DCS 2.7. Log or the version of the Herc is 6.8.2. So you're going to go down here, go to the download link, click it, get it downloaded. I'll show you over here. Got it downloading. I've already got it downloaded. And then go into your downloads here. Where is it? It's here. I use WinRAR. Extract it into your downloads, and then the installation path you're going to put in C drive uses the name of your computer. Mine's Pineapple Juice. Don't ask. Saved games, DCS Open Beta, or if you're unstable, it should be DCS. Mods, aircraft, and you just plonk it in there. Once you've done that, you start your DCS up, and you just have this little icon down here. So what we're going to do is go into a mission editor, create new. Let's go to Syria. Let it load up. Beautiful Tomcat pictures there in the background. I haven't actually started this up today, so it's taken a little bit longer than usual. And here we go. Now, depending on how much you want to get out of the mod, another thing you might want to do is if you open up your Hercules folder, you have these LUA files. What you want is to select these ones here, copy, back out a little bit, scripts, and like I have, stick them in there. This is going to enable you to use combined arms to drive the vehicles, control the troops. It will also make sure that any cargo that you drop, when it lands on the ground, it stays there, or else it would just disappear as soon as it hits the ground. So, now into our mission editor. First things first is we need the Hercules. So, get the Hercules up. There it is. And we're going to go say Beirut. We want it as a client, and we want it take off from a ramp, so it's a cold start. Me personally, being British like I am, I'm going to go for an RAF colour scheme on it. There we go. Not going to load anything on the payload for the moment. We'll do that when we start flying. Next is the scripts, so it all going to work. So we have new, do time more than 1 second, and just this is the way I will set up my own missions. Do script file, scripts, I will start with mist, and then I'll do another one, same again. We want these to load in order, and do seconds, and script file, I like to have my CTLD, and one more, I'm going to do is the Seesaw, because it's just a habit I've got into, is I always have those 3 loaded on any mission that I'm building. Then for the next one, time more, 4 seconds. We're going to load a couple on this one. I'm going to do all the Hercules ones. So we've got Hercules, Hercules Cargo, Hercules Cargo CTLD, Hercules Parachute Static, and finally Hercules Loadout. That there's all your triggers set up for the scripts, so it should all hopefully work out quite nice now. Right, so we've got the aircraft, we've got the triggers done. I'm going to set a bit of weather, nothing much. Just do some broken clouds. Okay, 10 knots of wind. About 172 that do. Don't really need much more else. 8 o'clock's fine. I think what we're going to do is put some enemy down. So let's put some enemy troops down. Belarus that do. Put some infantry troops. I have quite a lot of mods, as you can see. Just gonna set a load of these guys up. There you do. Let's just spread them around a little bit. So I'm not going into too much detail with how I'm setting this up, just throwing it together so you get an example of how it all works. There's quite a lot of troops in there. And these guys up all over the place. Nice and spread out. There we go, that do. I believe that will be enough. So we're going to go to this here. We want pilot control vehicles if you have combined arms on. I'm not going to put any vehicles down because we're going to be dropping them out of the Herc. So, not going to save it. Load this up. What we'll be dropping is 2 vehicles and 30 paratroopers. I'll show you the key bindings that you're going to need as well. So we're going to select our Hercules. There we go. So we've got nice cold Hercules, looking very pretty in RAF colours. Check them out. Bad guys on here. No, I say bad as NATO, but it's all good. So let's get the Herc started first of all. I'm going to go up here. You've got your battery. I'm going to flick your battery on. And then down here, you've got your APU. Flick that across twice. And hold it. You see the little green light come on. It's your APU starting up. And let that one start right up. Oh, here we're going to close these windows as well. It's a right click. Close the windows. Hear it wearing up. Nearly there. we go. Up here, little APU switch, flick that one on, let that one power up. While that's powering up, down here, got a little rocker switch, auxiliary pump, click that. That's your hydraulics, so that's so you can close your doors, your ramps, your flaps and everything else. APU's powered up, so start engine 1. Cross trace and hold it with the right click till the green light comes on. You can see engine 1 starting up. And you can actually do 2 engines at a time. So wait for the green light to go out, and I'll do engines 2 and 3 at the same time. Cross and hold it, green light, cross and hold it, green light. So engines 2 and 3 when I'll start. So while they're powering up, I'm going to show you what you need. So your usual gear, flaps, you need your cargo door to open and shut. So cargo door, ramp, open and close. I've got my flaps set and my gear up, gear down. I then have cargo deploy forward, cargo deploy mid, cargo deploy aft. Another one you're going to need is your paratroop air deflector extend and retract. You actually, well, I've got it on toggle here, not got extend and retract, but what you need is, this is going to happen when you try to drop your troops. If you don't put it out, you're not going to be able to drop them. And also for the paratroopers, is for the cargo, your ramp. For your paratroopers, you got your paratroop doors open and closed, so make sure you got that one put in as well. Still got the green lights on the go at the moment. One's gone off, so we're going to do this one now. Engine 4, start up, click up here, get your nice HUD, heads up display. Whilst that's closing, close the front crew door. I'm going to close the paratrooper door. And now we need to decide what cargo we want. So let's go inside, be a bit quieter. So ground crew, rearm, refuel. For the forwards, I personally, it's always the troops. You can only put certain cargo at certain points. Have a play around. You see. Then let's go for a Humvee. And let's go for what I need to explain for you as well. As you can see, you've got different variations. You've got air and you've got skid. I always personally go for air. Skid, you've got to get on the ground, slow right down, and you just release it out the back of the aircraft. For the air, you can drop it from an altitude. Other stuff you have is your battle station. That's if you decide to use this as an AC Spectra. So you've got your howitzer, your chain gun, your Vulcan, then your pylons. So you can put bombs on it, you can put fuel tanks on it, smoke and rockets. And you've got pylons 1, 2, 3 and 4. You've also got your jet assisted takeoff, JTOW, just for short runway takeoffs. Where's my window open? Close.
Copy.
Right, they're now going to load up the aircraft for me. sort it all out. It's my troops. First Humvee and my second Humvee. And they're now going to load on.
Rearming complete.
See the way it moves the aircraft there. Brilliant little detail. And close the ramp. I'd like to put flaps up. These flaps act as like massive air brakes, and they slow you down quite a lot. So I do like to put the flaps up a bit. So I'm going to move throttle forwards a bit. Get ourselves taxiing out. And one thing it's going to be warning me about my flaps. It wants me to have my flaps down lower. Like I say, I tend to raise the flaps a little bit from what's recommended, and so I will get that warning before I take off. It's an absolutely beautiful looking model. For a free mod, it's absolutely stunning. I'm going to hold short up here on the yellow line. Now, if we look outside, what you're going to see that little door there just above the left wheels. That's because the APU is still on. So right click that, turn that off, and left click that, turn that one off. Don't need the APU on anymore. It's all started, it's all ready to go. So if we know there's no aircraft around,
Flaps. Flaps.
do a short takeoff.
Flaps.
Line ourselves up down the runway. Another key bind that I need to show you is this one here. Throttles takeoff power, toggle on off. And also throttles beta reverse. So what we can do is parked on the runway, increase the power to full and click your takeoff power. What's going to happen is the plane's going to pull to the left due to its torque, the propellers. So get ready to counteract with a right bit of rudder. Release the brakes, see it's going left, so a little bit of right rudder. Try and keep it on the centre line. Oh, a bit too much. And then gets up to speed. There we go. It'll keep itself straight. So pull back. Track the gear. One stage of flaps up. Now turning this aircraft, with a lot of aircraft you can just use the stick. I would recommend using a bit of rudder with this one. Let's go second stage of flaps up and flaps all the way up. We're going to come off with takeoff power now. And start trimming our aircraft out. They're pretty trimmed. let's open up the rear doors. So have a quick look on the map. See, enemy just in front of us, so bring us towards them. Keep my speed down below 250 knots. Doing 220 at the moment. Just show you here in the HUD, our speed and our altitude. Make sure you're nice and high. Give the parachutes enough time to do their job. So, the enemy are all down there. There's get ourselves lined up. We're going to start with the aft cargo. So you're going to remember what your three switches are to deploy your cargo. Start off with your aft cargo. Remember that they are going to float down a little bit. So, first one. Second one. That's them away. So what we're going to do now is prepare to drop the troops on the second run. So we're going to open the paratrooper doors. They're on the side at the back. We're going to pull out the paratrooper blast deflectors. See them come out either side there. And I put one stage of flaps. And bring the speed right down. If we're going too fast, the troops are going to drop all over the place. So let's do a nice sharp turn to get us back. I'm going to go to 2 stage flaps now. Just need to trim it out a bit more. I'm at 3,500 feet, doing 150 knots. It's fine. Get ourselves lined up. Now if we look on the map, you can see our vehicles have dropped. One right in the middle. So as we come over to the target area, I'm going to wait until we get to about here, which will be that road just below us. And the forward cargo drop, and hopefully our troops should start coming out. Give them some flares. Absolutely beautiful. So put the deflectors back in. Close up the doors. Now using the map, we're going to leave the Hercules to do as it wants. Let's have a look at what this guy's doing. Stuck in some trees from next to it. This is the Humvee. Wait for our troops to be landed. They're still dropping. They're floating away. Not good. Now if you've got combined arms, when you click on the vehicle, you're going to have this little icon up here. So I'm going to press insert for this view. X, forward drive, and away we go. Now driving a vehicle, you've just dropped out the Hercules. Oh, crashing the vehicle, just drive that. Reverse. some barriers you can go through. I'm not sure if these are one of them. Yeah, they are. There we go. See our paratroopers come down it. Let's leave him to carry on by himself. So we got our troops. So I'm going to set path. Want them to go here. Left click and then right click. Nope. Oh, he's being shot at. Bit of a fight going on here. So now we're gonna set this guy here. Set path. Left click, right click. Fire auto. Set these troops. Set path. We want them to come over here. Troops. Set path. Just get all our troops moving towards the enemy. Again, this is all done with combined arms. If you haven't got combined arms, you cannot do any of this, I'm afraid. Any more troops? That's all our troops. Oh, we have lost one of our Humvees. See how he's going. See our Hercules circling above up there. So what we can do is Hercules drive. We're back in control. In combined arms, whilst you are controlling the vehicles, your aircraft will be controlled by AI and just do a general sort of flight path. Or if you have waypoints selected, it will be showing you Christ, the autopilot's on. If you set waypoints, it will fly around the waypoints. That there is pretty much everything you need to know about the Herc. Pretty sure you'll know how to land one of these things. Put your gear out, put your flaps down, slow yourself down, land. If you feel the need to use reverse thrusters, what you selected earlier, select your reverse thrusters as you land, but this thing shorts in a very, very short amount of space. I'll actually give you a demo now. Set the flaps. Try and find a flat bit of land to land this thing. Flaps down, gear down. Bring our speed right down. Currently at 123 knots. Here remains our Humvee over there burning away. Bit of a tree line there, could be an issue. Now this is without reverse thrusters. Bit rough. As you can see, stops rather quickly. That was a very rough landing. May have broken my gear on that one. Looks like I ripped my gear off. Whoops. You can see there is a damage model on this as well, which is pretty impressive considering they didn't have the SDK to make mods like this. Let's have a gander at how our troops are doing. See what this guy's doing, apart from nothing. Let's have a go of him then, shall we? See where all these guys are. So. Oh, there's one up there. I'm using the mouse to look around, and I'm using Whiskey, Sierra, Delta, and Alpha to control the drive of the vehicle. You may be able to control it to your flight stick, joystick if you wish, or however you want to. I've not tried. I couldn't tell you. Where they all hide in. Don't think I can. Maybe he's a bit too close. Let's set these guys to come up here now. Oh, he died. Got a lot of troops moving in there. Let's speed up a little bit. Should start shooting at each other soon. Well, got the rough idea of how it all works anyway. Right there. A very, very quick run through of the Anubis Herc. How it works, how to install it, keybinds, flying it, cold starting it, and the cargo drop. I hope you find it useful, and if there's any questions, feel free to ask me. Leave any comments below. Thank you for watching.